A very good morning to the examiner and my fellow candidates. Today I'm candidate A. I'm going to talk about what aspect bring happiness to our life. In my opinion, I believe that career is what bring happiness to our life. If we choose the right career, if we get the career that we love, I think that can lead to happiness. First of all, because we have financial support. Having a career gives you salary. By giving you salary, you have money. By that means you have financial support, and you do not worry about anything related to financial, because you know that your income is there. With that, you can be independent and you do not have to rely on others for money. Means you have your own income, and then you have your own career which you can rely on with your own talent. You do not have to rely on others for money to solve your problems. What do you think about it, candidate B?
I agree with candidate A's point because when you have a career, you have more income, which makes you financially stable, and you worry less about what's going on in life, what's what's gonna happen after everything. So, I have something to add to candidate A's point, which is if you have a career and you have money, you get to satisfy yourself and others. And when you have money, when you have a career, it gets you it allows you to fetch better healthcare for yourself. So in a way, having a career actually helps you helps you get the other aspect in life, which is physical health and mental health. Because if you have money, you can still go to therapy, go and consult psychologists, and then also, however, having a career doesn't uh give you a happier life holistically, because everything must occur with balance. Without balance, each of these aspects is going to drag you to soon become lifeless. So, what do you think, candidate C?
Okay, so thank you to candidate B. First of all, I do partially agree that career can lead to happiness. I mean, contribute to our happiness. However, I think that the most vital and significant factor that contribute to our happiness is our mental health, our mental wellness. Because why do I say so? Firstly, having a profound mental health, you can have a mental clarity. Okay, imagine you yourself, you are in depression, you feel anxious, you feel the anxiety running creeps inside your heart and so on. So you will not become happy although you have a good career, although you have I mean you have thousand of zeros in your bank account, but it doesn't, you doesn't feel happy when you are not mentally stable, when you are not mentally in, you know, in a good state of mental health. So the second point is, you, when you have a good mental health, you are in control. Okay, so um okay, get this picture when you are, you, when your mind is messed up, you know, when you are stressed about your career life, when your boss um
May I
are not
interrupt?
able, yeah,
May I
sure,
interrupt?
yeah, sure.
Um, okay, imagine our discussion today is like a game of life. Have you ever played that game in computers?
No, but what is
Okay,
it?
um, okay, let's say we have nothing to start with, and our currency is these five aspects, which is career, physical, mental health, um, etc. So, what if you have nothing to start with? Imagine you have, imagine you have mental health, but you're jobless. You don't have a career. So, uh, to me, based on my observation, people who are jobless, people who are, what do you call this, homeless hooligans, they actually uh, portray the definition of mental illness because they do not have a career. So, how are you going to live off the streets and showing yourself self love, self care to maintain your mental illness when you don't actually have career? Well, basically, just now I said that if you have a career, you have the money which allows you to go get yourself some therapy. So I'm just here to tell you that the game you're playing today starts from nothing. So you have to choose the best one that keeps you surviving to have a happy life. Do you understand? Is it clear, candidate?
Yeah, yeah. It is pretty clear. I get your point. Yeah, I get your point that yeah. I know that career is a life change. Is a yeah, I do agree with that. However, I do think that I still think that mental health is important because okay, okay, I just want to add on, which is I know that when you start from the scratch, when you don't have money, when you don't have a good career, you will feel depressed and so on. But the situation can be changed when you are having a good mental health and then you are hitting the rock bottom, but you still can be in a calm situation. That is what I want to emphasize. When you are in a good state of mental health, and how despite of you are having struggle, you do have struggle in life, but you can cope with it. Okay, so candidate D, how about you?
In my opinion, it's not like I'm not agreeing with three of you, but I have my own opinion that will solve our problems, which is what is the most important thing that will make us happy is family. Why would I say that? Because family we meet every day. We take a few steps in our home and we will meet our family. Uh, Besides that, family are easy to bond because they are physically blood related. Firstly, uh, if our relationship with our family is poor, relationship with others is hard these days, and it will give us hard times to create or to bond our relationship with others. And to solve your problems, like you say, your career, because nowadays most of people are jobless, but they stay at home with their family and they still be happy. Without career, they still be happy if their relationship with family is good enough. For the mental health, family is the one that always be there when we are having a bad day.
I'm
If we
sorry
are
to
in a
interrupt,
relationship, yes.
but do you really want to rely on your family for your own happiness and for your own financial stability?
For the financial stability is the other topics that we will discuss later. For this topic, we will discuss for happiness, how we gain happiness in our life. So the family will give us happiness even though we are jobless. But at financial, we will
May I
discuss it later.
interrupt?
Yes?
May I interrupt?
Yes.
Um, so how long are you gonna rely on your family? Because do you know that um, everybody comes and go. So not everybody lives as long as you will. So how long are you gonna like depend on your family to solve your problems, to listen to your problems every day? That Pong.
All right, thank you for the question. So, for this, when we are having a family in our home, they are always there for us. Days by days, years by years, when they are gone, we will be more independent and we will remember their tips when we are at home and we have good relationship. When we have a big day, they will give us advice and give us some hugs, some kisses. When we are alone, they we will remember those things because we are having a good relationship with them.
Can I
So,
add something?
yes, of course, I am done with my points. Go on.
Okay, I think in my opinion, I totally understand what candidate D is trying to convey, which is we are not relying on our parents totally. We are just having that as a support system. Like sometimes you get a financial problem. You are not depending on your family solely, but you are just like they support you financially and mentally when you are lacking of it or having a problem with your financial of your mental health. They are your support system, not your source of happiness in holistically.
Mm, In my opinion, I partially do agree with candidate C's point that mental health is important to gain happiness. But as I said, when you have the career that you love, there is nothing you have to stress about because you are doing what you love. With that, I think some of us are having different opinions on gaining happiness, on what aspect giving us happiness in life. So, with that, we all can come to a conclusion that some of us agree that uh, career can gives us happiness in life, and some of us agree that other aspects such as family and mental health could lead to happiness. With that, I would like to end today's discussion. Thank you.
Before that, before we end our discussion, we have a minute, so we could have one voice. We could agree that career is the most important aspect to bring happiness to one's life. So we can agree with that.
Yeah,
Yes, I do
yeah,
agree with the point where career is the most important aspect of life.
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
Because
So,
I
okay,
think career is like, yeah, it's a factor to lead to happiness.
so we can conclude our discussion today. Thank you all. Have a good day.
I thank you.